This is the F20 02 Clean Snowmobile Team. As for the Clean Snowmobile Team, we are tasked by the Society of Automotive Engineers Collegiate Design Series competition, where we are tasked to modify a current production snowmobile to meet higher expectations in our emission standards. The way we meet these goals are by implementing a turbo diesel engine into our 2018 Polaris Titan snowmobile. The Mercedes has a direct injection, electronically controlled computer that we can adjust and then modify all the emissions of the tailpipe using our Thermo King DOC and diesel particulate filter.
Our first semester focused on the baseline of the project and preparing for everything that we wanted to complete throughout the school year. So throughout our project planning, this included creating our budget, our Gantt chart, risk plan, and working with the existing Clean Snowmobile Club and making sure we can attend those meetings as well and keep everyone up to date as we're conducting our research throughout senior design. And another factor that we learned in the fall semester was about mid-October, our competition switched to fully virtual, and this made it difficult as we were used to a in-person competition with running snowmobiles, and now it was a virtual simulations.
So the second semester is when we really started to focus on the actual competition events, which is mainly just the GT Power models that we had to create. So to actually begin the models, we had to do a lot of measurements on different components of the sled. Some of the really important ones included the engine, as well as some of the other exhaust components. And then while we were actually working on the models, we were able to verify the outputs that we got from them to make sure they're actually correct and true to our actual snowmobile. And we did this by using the dyno cell and the chassis test stand.
Our dyno incorporates a land and sea dynamometer. We do a full engine sweep with our Mercedes-Benz diesel, producing 50 horsepower. We are able to see this with the graph shown on the figure. The next setup we used was a chassis test stand, which incorporates an electronic three-phase 3 horsepower motor connected to the secondary. The idea behind this was to test out the most efficient track, skid, and driver setup.
Some of our proudest achievements this year include the working models for our competition. This was done using a new software to us called GT Suite. The models that we produced allowed us to get second place in the compression ignited class, as well as fourth best overall in the competition. Some other things to note are the engine dyno cell improvements, such as a radiator added onto our stand, an exhaust support system to allow us to test our exhaust while it's in the dyno, as well as an improved wire harness and better testing methods. Another thing to note is how we were able to get new team member involvement despite everything going on. We would also like to extend a special thank you to our mentor, Dr. Pieri, as well as the club members and all of our sponsors. Without these people, we would not be able to compete in competition.